relaxing weekend. They're feeling recharged and excited to take on the new week that's ahead of us. I thought I would hop on here and show you guys what my nighttime skincare routine looks like. The other day I was having a conversation with a dear friend of mine, and she was talking about how when she goes into makeup stores it's really overwhelming for her and she just doesn't know what products she needs all the time, and she's afraid to ask questions because it's not really something she's confident with. And so I thought I would hop on here and show you guys some products that I use and things that, you know, everybody can use. They're not made for anybody's skin type in particular, so they're not specifically targeted for oily, dry, or anything like that, which is really nice. A couple things to think about when finding your perfect skincare routine is, you know, what kind of skin do you have? I personally have oily skin, and that means I'm oily here, I'm here, here. I'm always oily. I do have to blot and reapply powder a couple times a day, so I do like my skincare products to help with the oiliness. I also have, as you can see, dark spots here and some here and over here because I didn't wear sunscreen when I was younger, and I'm, you know, now having to deal with that in my late 30s, so live and learn, I guess. So I do have a product that is helping lighten up my dark spots, and it has been helping tremendously. And then of course moisturizer at night. Definitely want to look for something that is a little bit heavier of a moisturizer. You lose more moisture while you sleep than any other time of the day, so I like something that is a little bit heavier, and it doesn't necessarily go for somebody with oily skin. I just like it to be heavier and be very moisturizing. Something else to be conscious of when doing your nightly skincare routine is you don't need 10 million products. Use the products that are going to be right for you, not because somebody tried to sell them to you or because your friends all use them. Use products that you need. If you feel like you don't have anything that you need to target, you don't have fine lines and wrinkles or dark spots, then don't get products that you don't need. You know, you should be fine with a cleanser and a moisturizer. That's no big deal. Eye creams, make sure you're using it for something specific. I don't have fine lines and wrinkles around my eyes yet, thank God. Genetics and oily skin. So I prefer to do something that's hydrating because I do get a little bit drier right around here. That's probably the only thing on my face that is dry. Everything else looks like I've dunked it in a vat of oil. So I've got that going for me. So make sure you're using that. Twice a week I do exfoliate with a chemical exfoliator. Right now I'm using Kate Somerville. I like to make sure I get all that dead skin off. Plus, if you have a lot of dead skin hanging out on your face, your products aren't going to work as well. They're not going to be able to penetrate and get deep down into those layers. So I definitely recommend an exfoliator. I do use a toner at night only because it's made with lavender, so it's calming. So I do it more because I like how it smells. I don't know that it really does anything for me. I just really like how it smells, and when I'm getting ready to go to bed, I'm like, ah, feeling calm. This is amazing. That's why I use it. I don't really see a difference in it, and I'm just gonna keep using it because it smells like lavender. What are you gonna do? Something else that I love to do is every other night I do use a mask. So I don't use the same mask every other night. I will do one that detoxifies. I'll do one that helps with pores. I make sure to do a moisturizing mask as well because I'm pulling a lot out with the detoxing and things like that. So I like to make sure I put moisture back in. So I do different masks every other night. The nights I don't masks, I do use the facial radiance pads. These do have an exfoliator in them. It's really gentle though, so that's why I continue to use my Exfoliate, but it fully exfoliates, tones, and brightens. So I really like these as well. So for me, again, this is tailored to what I need, which is my dark spots and to help control my oil. But, you know, if that's not what you need, then don't get products for those particular things. Make sure you read your labels, find out what they're for. Are they for all skin types, or are they for your specific skin type? But yeah, so this is what I've got going. Something else to be aware of that I always just get a lot of questions on is what order I put products on. Your best rule of thumb is go from lightest to heaviest. So you don't want to put a facial spray on after you've put a heavy serum or after a heavy moisturizer, because it's not going to be able to penetrate through those layers, so you're not going to get any benefits of that particular product. So lightest to heaviest. So first things first is I will always go in with my radiance pads. Tonight I'm not masking, I'm using these. So I will go in with these. I wait about a minute or so between each application. That gives the time for your face to dry, but also for the product to be absorbed into your skin. So don't throw everything on all at once and expect it to have result because it's not going to be able to penetrate. Something else to be mindful of is it can take anywhere from 30 to 60 days for a product to fully start working. So I would get a lot of people who have been like, I've been using this for a week and I see no difference. Just like anything else, it can take time. It doesn't happen overnight. You don't always see instant results with everything. So make sure you're patient. It can take a little bit of time, you know, and it's trial and error. Some products will work for you and some won't. Unfortunately, if you are trying to find a new skincare routine, you might have to go through a couple of products before you find something that works for you. So it can get expensive. Yes, I understand that. But if you're using something for a few weeks and it's, you know, breaking your skin out, or you're not loving how it feels, it's uncomfortable on your face, maybe it has a little bit of a tingle or something to it, you know, you can almost always exchange products out at most beauty retailers, which is awesome, within a certain time limit. So definitely check your receipts. But just because you've used it a couple times doesn't mean you cannot return it. Also, specifically, I know you have 60 days to return it and you cannot use more than 25% of the product. Sephora, I think they've recently changed theirs as well, but check your receipts out. You can always return those products. They want to make sure that you have what you love and that it works for you. So that's pretty awesome. So again, facial radiance pads. These just go all over my face. You don't want to like scrub like a loofah and you're trying to get fake tan off. Like, just be gentle with it. It's your face. You only get one of them, and the skin on your face is very, very sensitive. So you want to be careful with it, but I do those. After I do that, I follow up again with a lavender facial spray. This is the Mario Badescu facial spray with chamomile and lavender. I don't see what it does. It's supposed to leave your skin balanced and bright, and honestly, I don't see any difference in it. I just love how it smells, so that's why I use it. But this, I do a couple sprays. Again, wait a minute in between each of them. So I've already done those, so guess what? Now we're gonna spray. It's calming. It's gonna be perfect. Now I'm gonna have wonderful dreams and just be so happy. After that, I do go in with my serum. So right now I'm using the Peter Thomas Roth Retinol Serum. You cannot see that at all, but it's in a blue bottle with a black label, and it's by Peter Thomas Roth. It's for the PM because it does have retinol in it. So if you are using a product with retinol, make sure you're very careful because your skin does become more sensitive to the sun. So you want to make sure you're using sunscreen, which you should be anyway. But I don't use retinol during the day because it bothers my skin in the sun. This is helping with my dark spots, and it has vitamins E and C in it, so I love it. My eye cream right now I am is the Lancome High Resolution Eye. This is more for fine lines and wrinkles. It doesn't target the dryness, but it's a little bit heavier, so I was using it over the winter. When you do your eye cream, you want to make sure you go in with your ring finger and just tap. You don't have to violently tap. I feel like I'm violently tapping because I'm anxious and nervous talking to you guys while doing this. I'm pretty sure it tells you to keep it out of your eye, but I always go over the top of my eye. And that's all you need. A very small amount goes a long way. That's pretty much all you need. When you're doing things like your serums, most of the time they'll tell you to shake them, so make sure you do that. And then you only need 2, there's 3 drops. I like to warm it up in my hands and then press it into my skin. If you rub it in, you're just rubbing the product all over your face. It's not penetrating down into the deeper layers. So I like to give a gentle but firm press all over my face. And that's all you gotta do. And then just let it sit for a minute. The last thing is I always go in with a moisturizer at night. And the one I'm using right now is the Return. It's in a pink bottle. It's from, I think it's from SkinRx Lab if I'm not mistaken. Yep, there it is. What I like about this is it is water-based, so it is super hydrating, but it's also very light. You can use it day and night, which is nice, but I think it's too heavy to go under my foundation. I didn't like how it wore under my foundation, so I just use it at night. Just get it in, and then there you go. You just want to press it back into your skin. Go on your chin, you can go down to your neck. I don't, but that's because I'm purely lazy. For the night, like I said, I like something that is a little bit heavier because lose so much moisture at night. So I like something that's a little bit heavier, especially because we're getting ready to head into the winter months. So that's my nighttime skin routine. Those are a couple of tricks and tips I have for you guys. If you have questions or you want to see me talk about something else, or maybe you don't want to see me talk at all, that's fine. Just let me know. Also on my Instagram page, if you go back a couple posts, you'll see I'm doing a really fun giveaway. Allure has just released their Best of Allure Awards, and I chose 10 of my absolute favorite must-have items that I want to share with you guys from their drugstore beauty steals, I think is what they're calling it. So make sure you check that out. You have until Wednesday the 26th, and all you have to do is follow me, tag a friend, and then tell me your favorite drugstore beauty product, because I'm always looking for new things. And then 2 lucky winners will be chosen. So I would love for you guys to check that out. And again, if you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, please leave them below. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.